even if I touch a meal. And do it through the pain, I don't need the pain. And life won't get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, this podcast is brought to you by Final Form Supplements. Final Form Supplements is a supplement brand with honesty labeling. So the labeling in supplements is Wild Wild West. Sometimes labels aren't honest. They have things in there that's on in there. We don't have to worry about that with Final Form Supplements. We got everything you need from protein powder, creatine, skin care, soap for your skin, handcrafted soap, and we have all kinds of things. Go to finalformsubs.com, that's SUPPS, finalformsubs.com, use promo code COACHDRIB, all caps, no space, get 10% off your order, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe on whichever video you're watching here at IV Talks Podcast Network, and enjoy the show.
But bro, let me just tell you this. I live with traffic. I live about 15, 17 minutes away from my job and everything. No traffic. I can put a little speed to it. Can get there about 13, 12 minutes, all interstate and everything like that. Why does it take me 45 minutes to get home, Finis? Tell me why that, right?
Nashville's growing, bro.
Dude.
Exponentially.
Hold on.
Shoot, let's see what the population in Nashville is. Nashville. I'm gonna get is it the metropolitan population?
Yeah, do metro, because if you do Nashville, it's gonna count like the suburb areas.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want to count the suburb because those people are part of the traffic. You got people that work in Nashville that's commuting out after work. I don't know what the term is for the entire like suburban. Oh shit.
Just put Nashville, and then if the number doesn't look right, actually no, put Metro Nashville and then put Nashville. Because Metro, it'll get you just the Nashville area, but I feel like Nashville will get you like everything, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so what in the world? Why it won't give me a straight up answer? That's crazy. Oh no, so metropolitan is the all of it.
Metropolitan?
Yeah, that means all the sub. So like it includes Franklin, Brentwood, Spring Hill, Thompson Station. This is as of 2020. When was this written? I'm looking at 2 million. I think 2 million as of 2024.
Bro, hold on. I'm still listening. I'm just charging my phone.
Yeah, so Nashville has been named one of the fastest growing cities in the country for 2024, which has been one of the fastest growing cities for like the past 10 years, dude.
Bro, I think the past 5 years, to be honest, if you really want to look at it.
Let's see.
Because I feel like it hit the suburb areas before it hit actual like metro, to be honest.
So 2020, it was 1.2 million. So, I got it right here. What year is this? So let's look at 2000. 2000, it was under 1 million people in 2000. 755 million or 755,000 people. And now it's up to 2 million in the past 24 years. It's just going to continue to grow, bro.
I mean, dude, you got to think about it. As long as we have that state income tax, bro, like so many people going to start moving here. And plus, like, I feel like Tennessee, besides like, the rural area, like the rural states like Mississippi, Alabama, all that stuff. Like, yeah. I feel like Nashville is a different southern state because we actually have like an actual like our capital city and everything. There's actually shit to do there, like a lot of stuff to where like Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas. I mean, Little Rock is the capital of Arkansas, and it ain't nothing out there. Like you got family out in Arkansas. Like there's nothing. Yeah. There's nothing. I guess there's nothing attractive for people to move to Little Rock, where Nashville is like. You got Broadway and everything. Like, and Nashville's the only city that I know that bases like their identity is country music. Like, I don't know any other city that that's their identity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, not country music. Well, the crazy thing is, yes, country music, but now it's becoming music in general because the hip hop culture is growing in Nashville because Atlanta's not that far and they already have the infrastructure for music.
I mean, we got Memphis. Memphis is big with the rap scene and everything. So
right, and a lot of people from Memphis migrate to Nashville for the music opportunities because I mean it's also called the Music City. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
literally. And then because I think jazz, I don't know if it started in Memphis, but I think the jazz boom was Memphis, or it was either jazz or pop. One of the music.
It was one of those. It was one of those because I'm backtracking. I don't know if this has any correlation, but when like Elvis was up and coming and everything, he was big in Memphis and everything, and he had, he was more like rock and roll, but he had like a little blues, like little
vibe,
vibe and everything like that. So.
Yep, African American blues and gospel music in the early 20th century boomed in the 1950s. The American country music in Memphis and Sun Studios. So African American blues and gospel blended with American country music in Memphis in the 1950s for Sun Studios. New sound was rock and roll and represented the spirit of youth around the world.
Because blues was it's like the foundation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's how
blues? Yeah. It's a foundation of, I think from blues, blues is the foundation for country, gospel, R&B, hip hop, and rock and roll. Like, it's blues the foundation for like 5 or 6 different music genres, and it boomed or boomed in Memphis.
Yeah,
which is down the street. So, I mean, honestly, I think in the next, depending on how things go, I could see Nashville being a 5 million population city like in the next 5 or 10 years.
I feel like it'll be competing with the population of Atlanta. I really do.
What's it? Atlanta has. Let's look up Atlanta's metropolitan population. Yeah. Oh shit. 6.3 million. That's crazy. That's a lot of people in one city.
A lot of people moving out of Atlanta.
And Chicago got more people than Atlanta. But yeah.
Chicago's a huge city though. Like just the perimeter of Chicago is just a big city all in general. So
yeah.
But yeah.
That's the way. The traffic is just gonna get worse. It's just gonna get worse, bro.
Gotta give me some more remote days. Or let me leave the office earlier.
Or later. Go in later and work later after the rush hour, bro.
They would not let me come in later and leave later. It's either I come in early and leave early, or I come at the same time and just thug it out to the traffic, just die down.
Shit. If I do like sometimes what I used to do if I had got off at rush hour, like if you got errands to run or find like maybe even like that's when you hit the gym. But I know gym during that time is still a shit show. But you know what I'm saying? You find something to do to where like you're done after rush hour. So
the bad thing about it though, Finis, is that I feel what you're saying. Hear me out. I try to do the workout thing. Shit show. Plus, like the gym that I go to is at the Y, and that's the biggest one downtown and everything because it got 3 floors, packed, ridiculous.
Yeah,
it has enough equipment and everything, but it's just like, bro, it's just too many folks in there.
You don't have. There's not a gym like out the way you can kind of go to that's not crazy power. Maybe like a hoop session after work on certain days.
Dude, no, there's. No. If I want to go anywhere, bro, I have to take the interstate, and I'm gonna run it.
You're at a tough location to like go out the way.
Like, bro, like I mean, I like running errands, yeah, that's cool, but if I want to go run errands, I have to get on the interstate to go to wherever I gotta go. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just
then you stuck in traffic.
Yeah, so I'm just like fuck it. If I do run errands, it's during lunchtime. That's when I can. But
yeah. Well, I will be in town soon. Well,
you said the 2nd?
Yeah, I'll leave the 2nd. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. I might take the L and just drive straight through, but I might stop halfway and get like a cheap hotel and then do the second half on the 3rd. I don't know yet. It depends how I feel because I'm probably gonna have to work the day before, like a long shift. So to make it worth it, I have to get up. I mean, you're talking about it could be anywhere from a 13 to 15-hour drive. So realistically, I'd want to get up and be leaving at 6 a.m. So worst case scenario, I'm getting there at like 10 p.m. That's a lot versus what I might do is hit up my grandma. Oh, no, I'm trying to think. I was gonna say I could hit up my grandma and stay at my grandma's because I think from my grandma's house, it's a 9-hour drive. I can get there at 9, which isn't too bad. Stay at my grandma's place and then just finish the last 5.
Too.
Yeah, finish the last 5 the next day. Or I could go to Dallas, stay with my aunt, and then from Dallas it's 5. It's a 9-hour drive because it takes 4 to get to Dallas. Would be like a 9 to 10. I don't know. I don't know how to break it up yet, but
I didn't even know you have family out in Texas.
Yeah, they kind of recently moved because they're the same family that used to live in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
But my aunt got a new job out in Dallas. So now they live in Dallas, but they've been there for a couple years now. Because I'm going on my way back, I'm stopping in Dallas. I'm going to a Memphis Grizzlies game. So I'll be in Dallas for the weekend. So I think I'll be in town on the 2nd. Let me pull up my calendar so I can see what these dates looking like. So January 2nd is a Thursday. Oh, Mitch's birthday is that Saturday. I got everybody's birthday in here on my calendar. Mitch's birthday, then T's birthday is on the 5th. I'm supposed to do something with T. And then Trey's birthday is on the 13th, that Monday, but I'll already be back. But I get there Thursday, or I leave Thursday, then I'm there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then I'll either leave Thursday or I'll leave Friday, the 10th. And then I'll stay in Dallas until the game's on the 12th, that Sunday. And then after the game from Dallas, I'm just going to finish driving home. And then I'll probably take off Monday, the 13th. I'll probably just take off and then get back to my regular work schedule. But it's going to be a pretty extended trip because I'm going to be driving. But
I got off that whole week, so hit me up.
Oh, dude. I'm gonna try to buy some new basketball shoes before I go in because mine are starting to tear. But in terms of like lifting weights, since I'm gonna be taking a break from my program, I'm low key down with trying to hoop damn near every day and just taking a week off from. Because I usually take a week at the end of the year. I usually take a week off from the gym just to kind of reset, like a deload week, or not even deload, but a rest week. So I'd be cool with just taking that whole week off and just hooping.
We can
or maybe just get like a little arm farm one day.
There's a church that I hoop at with some coworkers every Wednesday at a church. You can go pull up there for sure.
I'll bet. Yeah, because I'm trying to stack some bread. I'm trying to stack some bread and buy a new basketball and a new pair. Well, I'm gonna find. You know me with basketball shoes. I don't pay full price for basketball shoes. So I literally might just go to the Nike factory and just buy whatever shoes are on sale because I'm just going to run them through the ground anyway. Let's find the cheapest pair of shoes I can find. And then I want to get a really nice Wilson's basketball, like an Evo. But, them things are $80 because my Nike basketball got stolen.
Damn.
Somebody stole that hoe. So I got to get new basketball.
Yeah, bro. Because
hey, we gotta do. I'm bringing my iPad. I'm doing a video of the trip, and we haven't done a hoop mixtape in a minute, so I gotta get a hoop mixtape every time.
For sure.
I was at the Rec Sunday hooping, bro. I started off rough because I hadn't hooped in 2 weeks because I'm doing D&D. So I hoop on Sundays. I'm also doing D&D. So the Sunday I do D&D, I don't hoop. So I had
what's that?
Dungeons and Dragons. It's like a board game thing, like
Oh,
role play board game thing.
got
And
you.
so this past Sunday I hooped. The Sunday before that I had D&D. Sunday before that I hooped. So Sunday it had been 2 weeks since I hooped, and so I'm like, I'm already knowing my shot's gonna be a little off. And you know how it is when you get there, especially like I go every Sunday, so like it's the same people because I tell them, yo, I'm be here on Sundays, yada yada yada. It's you know how it is when you walk in, they're like, oh bro, come on, we're trying to go now. And I'm like, all right, I don't get to warm up, no shot progression. Like the first shot I take is my first shot I take in the game. So my shot's already like not warmed up. So I'm like, bro, I'm kind of bullshitting. I'm getting to the basket, but my you know how it is too when like you shoot and you're missing, but you're barely missing. So I'm like, I'm right there. Bro, that fourth game, I didn't miss a shot, bro. I was locked in, bro. A little mid-range. Oh, I was locked in. Yeah, bro, I'm excited to come home and relax and not have too many responsibilities. I might have to work a little bit, but I can do that on my iPad.
I feel that.
All right. So I was getting stuff ready. I wish Mark or Mitch would be on because I have all these. I have 10 hypotheticals and 10 would you rathers, but they're not here. But I want to go through them anyway. Because
we can run through it. We can run through it whenever they all on again.
All right, bet.
Because I really want to, because depending on these, I know you send the group message, like, I got some questions today. I was like, all right.
Oh, before we get into that, I do have a topic because I don't like copying other podcasts, but some topics I feel like we kind of got to talk about because that's what everybody's talking about. Mm-hmm. So I know you saw the CEO of United Healthcare got assassinated, right? Are you familiar with that?
Oh, bro, that affected people in my office, bro.
Okay, I want you to talk about what's your thoughts and opinions on the whole situation?
Okay, first thing, I don't know the full situation or like the backstory and everything. So I've heard so many different stories. Okay, this is what I heard. I heard several different stories. I don't know which one's true. That's why I haven't looked all the way into it. I heard obviously, the backstory, like whatever policy they had came out or something, like it affected his family or something like that. So that's one reason why he killed them. I heard something else that they had like a service type of company or something like that, of like homes or something like that. And I basically, I don't know what story to believe basically, but I know that it sounds like there's some type of issue to where it didn't benefit his family's like company or whatever they owned and everything. And I guess that it screwed up their whole family. So he took them out. But the thing about it with me, Finis, it doesn't look like the same dude they arrested.
You talking about
the eyebrows, bro? Like that doesn't make sense. Like I know you obviously I know you were doing the criminal justice stuff back in high school. Were you criminal justice? Did you do that?
Yeah.
And I remember, who was it? Was it Miss Black? Is that her name?
Yeah, Miss Black.
I remember I was talking to her about like some CSI stuff, and she said when they start looking at people, when they match up people, they look at the eyebrows and the ears are dead giveaways to like match up to like if that's the person like in the sketch or whatever. Right. So I'm sitting up there, I'm like, facial features and everything looks similar, but when you actually start looking at like the physical facial features, the eyebrows, bro. The dude that got arrested, eyebrows are like far, like there's a gap. The other dude, there's like this much. Right. So I'm like, I don't want to say is like, are they just like framing him for this, or like what's going on? Because there's a lot of things to me that's not adding up.
So yeah, there's a lot of things. The two stories I heard one story that his grandma or something like that was dying from. She was like some type of. I don't know if it was cancer. She had some type of illness, and he was watching her deteriorate. This is like one of the stories I heard. And like literally he was watching her deteriorate, and she was denied the healthcare, or she was denied like this certain type of care or medicine through the policy that they had with United Healthcare. And that was one reason why he did this, because he watched his grandma die because she just couldn't get she got denied the claim. The second story I heard, which both of these could be true, both of these could have happened. The second one I heard is, I know they did x-ray. So this is, I know from what I can tell, this is factual, is that he has screws in his back. There was an x-ray. There's a public x-ray of his back, and there's these giant screws in his lower vertebrae. And apparently he had some type of back injury. And I believe like his roommates or his friends said, yeah, he had like really bad back problems. And it was like severe pain. He went to the doctor. They put in these screws, and he has like this crippling back pain. Apparently, like it was so bad he couldn't be intimate with women because his back, like it really like crippled him. And that something with the United Health, either the doctor or whatever, this and that and the third, basically, he's blaming United Healthcare because that's the healthcare, the insurance he had, et cetera, et cetera. And so that was another reason why he did what he did. And then also the weird thing is, if you look into his backstory, he's well educated. He comes from money.
He's valedictorian. That's the thing that
smart.
Got me. It's like, bro, he came from like a good family. Because obviously, when stuff like this happens, they look back at the previous history and all that.
It's usually, yeah, like,
and it doesn't. And it's like, dude, he
doesn't make sense.
He was a valedictorian, bro. He came from a good family, smart as hell, wealthy family too, as well with that. And then he went. I know they said they went to. I think they said his family was from Baltimore or some shit, some place in Maryland. They said that. I don't know if it's true. This all I got this allegedly, like from this lady and everything, because you can't believe everything on the internet. So in Maryland, they say like when they ask you what school you go to, they don't say like they don't mean like what college. They meant like what high school you go to. And I guess the high school that he went to is a preparatory school. And it's very, very well known. And it's like if you meet somebody that goes to that school, their family has money and everything like that.
Right.
So that's the part where I'm just like,
it don't add up.
It don't add up. But at the same time, it can't. I mean, if I saw my grandma die in front of my eyes from that, I mean, yeah, that'll fuck me up, but I won't go kill somebody for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So the thing that's weird is like you said, generally when stuff like this happens, it's somebody terrible childhood, bad upbringing. They're like at the bottom, which doesn't seem to be the case. And then secondly, for him to be, you would think he's smart. So you know how they caught him because he went to a McDonald's, and apparently he had the gun, he had a manifesto, he had foreign cash on him. So it's like, if you just got done running up on a CEO in broad daylight, and it's premeditated, like he knew where the dude stayed, he pulled up on the bike or whatever, got him, dip off. And to think that he would stop at a McDonald's to get a Happy Meal with the gun, with the manifest, like with the evidence on him, it's like, it doesn't really make sense. You would think if he already has the foreign cash, as soon as he does the thing, he's out of there. You would think, like, because like you said, but then somebody made a good point. I was listening, they were saying he could be, and again, if somebody's narcissistic, they don't wear it. You don't know if somebody's like narcissistic until you meet them and really start to get to know them. So even though he seems smart, he's valedictorian, he comes from what we can tell a healthy upbringing. He could have been so narcissistic that he thought he was gonna get away with it. He thought maybe he was so incognito, there's no way they're on his tail. They found he had his phone on him, so it's not like he ditched the phone. So it's like it's weird. My thing is,
what we'll say. What we'll say a lot of things, because everything, cell phone towers and everything, it can track. It can ping somebody at a specific location at a time.
Yeah,
they need to find that damn dude, the what's it called of the cell phone, to see if he was actually there at that time, if that was him. And
I see what you're saying. The IP address, or like you can track where the phone was at. That's probably what they're working on. But I think I
They
saw
probably know it. Fonz, they probably know it right now, bro. This has been going on for 2 weeks. Like, they probably know it. They just haven't released it to the public yet.
Well, and the thing is, he has a whole manifesto. I don't know if you want to know what a manifesto is, but a manifesto is basically like a written document or a book of your intent or your motive behind what you did. So it's basically like a confession letter that he had on him. So it's like, did they plan it? Or maybe his eyebrows looked weird because he was at an angle versus a straight up.
I'm gonna pull this up right now, bro.
Like, you see what I'm saying? And while you're pulling that up, my biggest problem with this is if your reasoning behind doing this is to bring down United Healthcare, taking out the CEO does nothing. All they're gonna do is put somebody else in that spot within the company, and it's gonna continue to run like it's been running. I don't think anything changes by doing this. The only thing you do is take out the CEO, and a lot of people, it's kind of, I have mixed emotions about this because all these people are saying he's a hero, this and that and the third. But then I saw statements about like the dude had a family, he had kids, he had a wife, and he took away some children's dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. And somebody was like, the United Healthcare dude, allegedly because of the policy he has and like the denial of claims, has estimated to have indirectly killed like 40,000 people, this and that and the third. And it's like, that doesn't justify taking out this guy in broad daylight. It's weird. I don't think I would necessarily label him as a hero.
No.
Like, if he really wanted to change things, you do it through what's it called?
I can't find this picture.
You do it through activism. You do it through petitions and activism. Activism. Am I saying that right? Yeah. You don't just take them out. It's just like, like in Marvel or whatever, it's Hydra. If you cut the head off the snake, 2 more grow. Mm-hmm. All he did was cut the head off of the snake. Another head's gonna grow back. That's the problem. This solves nothing. All it does is probably gonna get him life in jail because the prosecution.
It's premeditated, bro.
You travel
state from
it's
state
federal.
to state. It's
federal.
Yeah.
he carried a gun across state lines. It's federal, premeditated. They have his motive with the manifesto. Not only is it premeditated, it's well calculated. He somehow found out where that dude was staying. I doubt it's public that, oh, here's his schedule. He's a CEO. He's a high value, I don't want to say target. He's a high value person. And, he probably was just going for a walk. Apparently he had a low profile. So I don't know, he's walking without security. To work? He was coming out of a hotel. So I don't know what he was doing specifically. But
this was early in the morning too, bro. It's
bro.
That's the thing. It's like he's not going to see. I thought he was going into work. I didn't know he was coming out of a hotel. That shit is
allegedly. I don't know the specifics, but like you said, I've seen so many different things.
But what I'm saying though is just like, bro, you didn't pull up on him. It allegedly, like, you know what I'm saying? If it was the hotel, bro, you had to really calculate that shit because, like, obviously you can look up like, oh, he's a CEO, whatever. He works at this location. Oh, that's easy. But the hotel? Exactly. You knew exact time he was going to come out? Or you just...
Exactly. Apparently, he waited for him to come out for, like, hours, allegedly. So he will be charged with first-degree murder.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be charged with multiple accounts to make sure they get him. But first-degree murder, I don't know if the firearm was illegal or not, but they said it was 3D.
They said it was 3D.
3D.
It's a 3D printed gun because
a 3D printed gun.
All this stuff is alleged because there's no serial number on it.
Well, that explains why the gun was like bare, like because if you watch, he shot and he had to keep like cocking the gun. That explains that. Yeah, that explains that because I'm like, bro, this gun is terrible.
Do you think he'll get in trouble with the silencer too?
Oh, yeah, it's illegal. Yeah, he's going to get hit with all of that. First-degree murder.
Did you hear about the bullets, too? Supposedly, he had something written on the bullets.
Oh, dude, there's almost no defense. The only defense I can think of is insanity. And that is such a hard defense. They have to prove And the problem, the hardest part about the insanity is how smart, like you're valedictorian, you go to these prestige schools, so it's going to be super hard to defend with insanity when you have such a well thought out, calculated attack. Insanity is like you just mentally break and just go crazy and do this out of the spur of the moment. Outside of that, it's so hard.
I mean, bro, you know what they're gonna do? They gonna start charging him soon as they find out like when he got in the car or whatever he did. They're gonna start. All right, at 9 something, well, whatever time you started get on the road to go up to wherever he went to go kill the dude. They're gonna be like, this is probably like a thought out 3 days or something, bro. Like, I guarantee you they're going to be like, dude. Oh, as soon as you got in that car and started making your way up there, that's when we were going to start, calculating the time when you started doing this shit all the way till you shot that dude.
I want to double check. How you spell his name?
Luigi.
How far did...
But Finis.
Yeah.
This is the thing that I feel bad for. Obviously, I feel bad for the CEO's family. He probably has kids, a wife, and all that. But you know who I really do feel bad for, bro?
His parents?
Or no, Luigi's parents, bro. Because first thing, you know what they're gonna any parent that's in that situation, outsiders are gonna be like, oh, what about some fucked up parents? In real life, he sounds like he had a great life and everything, great upbringing. But it's like, bro, like the parents are going to hear this for so long, like family members and everything.
So, okay. 3D printed gun, fake ID in Pennsylvania, where he was caught. Whatchamacallit? The gun from the shell casings from assassination matched the gun found on him. His fingerprints matched key evidence found nearby. So like it's almost a slam dunk case for your prosecutor.
Your fingerprints is like your damn social security card, bro.
And so apparently he was, oh snap. So Monday he was found at a McDonald's 200 miles away from where it happened. He was denied bail in court on Tuesday morning. I was trying to see how far he traveled because I heard that he traveled like significantly far to get to where the crime had happened. Dude. But yeah, it's
I wonder, depending on how many state lines he fucking passed through, how many counts he'll get.
The family thing. So apparently he hadn't spoken to his mother since July. So he kind of like cut communications from his family, which is weird. And then apparently his family like put out a missings report because he just like went ghost on his family. So it's like super weird, bro.
Oh, yeah, they bring that up in case, bro. They're gonna bring that to the case. They're gonna bring that to the stand and ask him, why'd you go ghost for so long?
My
thing is though, too, is that usually when that stuff happens, when people go ghost, you would think that he or she would keep up with like one friend or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the whereabouts, like, hey man, I'm not telling you where I'm at, but I'm good,
Oh my goodness. In a notebook passage, Luigi concludes using a bomb against his intended victim could kill innocents and shooting would be more targeted, musing that he could be better than to kill the CEO at his own Bean County conference. So basically in the manifesto, he was deciding whether he was going to use like a bomb or use a gun. And he basically was like, okay, bomb could kill innocent people. So he decided to go with like a 3D printed gun. So like the manifesto is basically a confession letter. Is essentially, and that was found on him. And I'm sure they're gonna do like handwriting analysis to make sure it was his handwriting, et cetera, et cetera. So
Finis. could you imagine if he actually planted a bomb? That's a terrorist attack at that point.
Oh yeah.
Like, bro,
If
like
he
that.
if he had planted a yeah, it is, yeah.
If he planted a bomb, bro, like you think he would have got the death penalty?
Well, I don't think the death penalty is in this, what was it, Pennsylvania is where it happened? Wherever it happened, I don't think they have the death penalty. Because was it in New York? I forget the actual state it was in.
If it was in New York, they can feel like they got the death penalty there, bro.
It's Pennsylvania, Enter Pennsylvania courthouse. I don't think they have death penalty. Let's see. Does fuck, how do you spell Pennsylvania? Never mind. Wow, it's right. It's literally I guess it's highly Googled because all I typed in was does Penn PENN, and it says the first thing is, does Pennsylvania have the death penalty? In 2015, Governor Tom Wolf announced a formal moratorium on executions that is still in effect in 2024. However, capital crimes are still prosecuted and death warrants are still. So yeah, they do have the death penalty. Yeah, I think he'll probably get it. Oh, wait. I don't know. So here it says that the vote in the first step towards abolishing the death penalty in Pennsylvania, which has led to a formal moratorium on executions since 2015 and has not executed anyone. They haven't executed anyone since 1999. So he might just get life. It's either life or death penalty. Depending on how much evidence they have stacked against him, I could see his lawyer, his defense attorney being like, look, they're pretty much going to get you.
They got you.
He's probably going to have to do a plea deal.
I mean, bro, you what's the statistics? Anything that goes to a federal court case, I think it's like has like a 95. Like,
oh, they don't play it. Federal? Oh, you don't play. They don't play it.
You know, because bro, you know how the feds get and everything. They let you stack up shit, and then when they have a big enough case, that's when they come get you.
And then you got to defend every count. So
when the feds come pick you up, bro, you know you fucked up. You know you're not getting out.
Well, speaking of that, I actually just read in this one article that his attorney denied his client's involvement in the homicide. So it looks like they're gonna fight it.
But Finis, bro, like if you're like, and this is my thing too. I really want to know what goes into a defense attorney's like game plan of like, okay, this is what you're getting charged with. This is what the evidence that they have and everything. You look at the evidence, and it's kind of like you got to go back to the defendant and be like, be honest with me. Did you do this? And if you did, tell me so I know how to fight this correctly. Like, you know what I'm saying? But bro, you got but when you get fingerprints on multiple stuff, bro, I feel like you're done.
Yeah, with a case like this, it's tough. Like you said, the defense attorney has to look at all the evidence and then look at possible pleas. And then, yeah, you probably got to go to them. Look, yeah, I think at this point, if they're gonna, I don't even know how you fight it, to be honest.
I feel like in this situation, you just got to be real. And plus, you know, if you're representing him as a lawyer and you go through trial and everything, you lose it. That's a negative effect on your like as a lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, it's tough as a public defense attorney because you get handed the case. Like,
hold on, he doesn't have a lawyer. He has a defense attorney, like a public defender.
That's the same. So, like, obviously, you know, the Miranda right.
Well, this is the thing: a public defender is somebody that's appointed to you because you can't give representation on yourself and everything. Exactly. So my thing is like, does he not have the money to go? Does his family not have the money to go get an actual good lawyer? Because a defense attorney, bro, you might as well throw it away because they're not the best lawyer out there for you.
Well, the biggest problem with being a defense attorney is sometimes you get handed the case, and you know it's almost like if you're a prosecutor, you can kind of pick and choose your battles. Like, oh, do we have enough evidence to prosecute? No. Okay, we're not going to do that because we probably won't win it. This and then the third. As a defense attorney, you're on defense. So it's like you got to just play with the cards you're dealt with. So it's a lot harder, especially when you're appointed this person that probably did it. All the evidence is pointed towards them. So it's tough. But like you said, but what he could do, what the defense attorney could do is talk to the prosecutor, be like, look, are there any deals we can work out? Maybe instead of life, maybe they do a plea deal for 40 years or 30 years type of thing.
And he may get probation or some shit. Like,
ooh, I mean, for something like this, maybe, but
no, I mean, what's it called? Because you know how, like, if you get like a long sentence like that, after so many years you can appeal it and they'll go through all that stuff. But something like this, bro, I don't think he would even get that.
Yeah, this it's too egregious.
Yeah,
it's too egregious. But he could avoid, because technically, from what I understand, they haven't executed anybody since 1999, but they still technically could. I think. I don't know
I don't know if there's been any crimes like that in the last 20-something years have been on that level, though. You know what I'm saying? Of how calculated, thought out it is and everything.
Right. He's expected to appear in court December 23rd for preliminary hearing. So preliminary hearings, we'll find out what he could potentially be faced with, which I would assume is 25 or 30 to life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not looking good for him.
No.
All right. Well, we had to cover that.
Dude, that whole situation, dude, screwed up everything for at least my company, because we work with UGH and everything like that. This is one girl she just had a huge like AWS project and everything. When he got killed, managers called her and said, "Hey, we're cutting the project." About 20 people laid off, bro. And that's just in Tennessee. We're not talking about the whole United States. Right. UHG is a big umbrella under other healthcare companies and everything.
Right.
You know what also is the crazy thing, bro? When that shit happened, they took every leadership person's like biography or whatever, their name in their website. They took everybody off.
Oh, I'm sure they did. Yeah.
Everybody off, bro. All the leadership teams.
Like, yeah, because they got to make sure there's nobody else working with them, that everybody, that he's the only target, or they got to make sure nobody else is being targeted for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, enough of the dark stuff. Are you ready for some hypotheticals and would you rather's?
Yeah.
All right, let's start. I have 10 and 10. We won't get through all of them because we still got to do the NBA. Let's see. Let's start with hypotheticals. If you could gain immortality but could never form deep connections with others, would you take it?
If I could be immortality but can't no deep connections?
Right. Let's say, I'll say this. You can't form any new ones. So the ones you have now, you keep, you become immortal, but you can't form any future deep connections.
I'll probably pick immortal.
Oh, I think I would too.
I think I would.
It's just so, if I was already married, I'd for sure do immortality, but after that you couldn't form any. Oh, I guess I wonder what the level of deep means, because I guess you could still get married and have kids, but not have like a deep connection, but still have a connection. Mm-hmm. I don't know, and I don't know if I want to live forever. If I could pick the immortality and die whenever I'm ready, so it could be like 200 years down the road, then maybe. But immortal, that's tough. Live forever, that'd be tough.
Hold on, I got a question though.
Yeah.
Do you are immortal, but do you still have like the breaking down of the body and everything, but you're still okay?
We're talking Wolverine level. You stop, whatever, however old you look now, that's how you look forever.
Damn.
So you can be 400 years old and you still look like you do now.
I think it depends on if it's not okay. If we're talking now, then probably the deep connection. But if I was married, I'll probably do the immortality. I think that there's different situations different situations of why I would pick either one, you know?
And I feel like we're still young enough to where, yeah, like I feel like if I was older, like 50, I've probably formed all the deep connections I need at that point. I'm married, I got my kids, et cetera, et cetera. But right now, I mean, we still got, the rest of our lives type shit.
Yeah.
All right. If you had to sacrifice one of your senses to save humanity, which one would you choose and why?
So what is it? Hearing, sense, smell?
Sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell.
I do want to see stuff, hear, see.
Me, it'd have to be either smell or taste.
I'll probably pick smell. Because tasting, like you can't taste food.
Well, tasting, it could work. It'd be a double-edged sword. But if you couldn't taste food, you could eat whatever you wanted. Like, even if it's like, let's say you could eat healthy, like there's certain, like asparagus. I hate asparagus. I hate the taste of asparagus, but asparagus is good for you. So even though I couldn't taste anything good, you also couldn't taste bad food. So you could eat, I guess healthier. You could eat whatever and not worry about it tasting bad. But then again, like a good steak, bro. A good medium steak with a baked potato, a loaded baked potato. Oh,
you can't beat that.
I feel like smell wouldn't be bad to lose.
I feel like smell is probably one of the out of all five of them is the one that is not that important to me that I would give up.
Right, like I'd probably go with smell. I could still taste food. I just couldn't smell anything.
Mm-hmm.
I have a great sense of smell, though. I'd be losing like a superpower. Like my sense of smell is crazy. But yeah, I'd probably go with smell. To save humanity, I'll take it. All right. If you could stop one global crisis, but it would create another, what would you do it? So an example is ending climate change, but causing economic collapse. So like you solve one thing, you fix it, but it causes something else. Would you do it or just have things how it is now?
I gotta know what's the trade-off before I answer that.
Okay, how about you pick the thing you would fix and I would tell you what it creates.
World hunger.
Okay, you fix world hunger, then air quality. You cause terrible air pollution across the world.
Not doing it.
Is it because of this? So are there certain
because world hunger is only in certain specific spots. You take that away and then you pollute the air where everybody can have some health disease. Nah, I'm not doing that. Nah, I can't. Nah.
But would you do it if you knew what you were causing? Would you would do it? Debate. So like, would you pick? So let's say it was a board and it showed you fix this, but it creates this, and you saw what you were doing. Do you think you could pick one, or would you not want to cause it? Because obviously, if you fix world hunger, because it's such a big scale, whatever what you cause would have to be on the same scale. Like world hunger, even though like me and you aren't going through hunger, but it's everywhere. Like there's people in Nashville, people across the world, even America, that are hungry, starving, and then you talk about third world countries. Would you still do it if you knew what you were going to cause on the opposite? Or would you think regardless of what you cause, it be too much?
Give me something okay, give me an example that is not affecting the whole world. Because
whatever you fix is going to fix the whole world. It's going to fix the world's problem. So whatever it causes would have to affect the whole world.
Okay, natural disasters. like hurricanes,
like
all
no hurricanes ever anymore.
no hurricanes, no tsunamis, no like flooding,
street pollution, like just trash and litter becomes rapid.
Fuck.
You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be like that for anything you pick. So would you just not do it?
I see what you're saying now. Because you can't have something so big to change the world to where it's something so small to where
exactly. It's got to be even.
Bro, no, I don't think I could. I don't think I could because you're introducing another big issue in replacing another one that could possibly. Exactly. It's still going to have the same or worse outcome. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So no, I don't. Nah. I don't think I could.
Okay.
Nah.
Now let's do a couple would you rather's. Would you rather have the ability to know the absolute truth about any question, or to be able to convincingly lie without consequence?
I gotta know the truth.
Yeah,
like, are you talking about like if me and you were talking and you're talking to me, but I'm picking up like that, like, oh, this motherfucker lying to me. Like, are you talking about like that type of stuff?
No. You know the ability to know absolute truth about any question. So anytime somebody asks you you know everything. So somebody asks you a question, you know the absolute truth.
Yeah,
I would do that too. Because convincingly lying without consequences would be cool, but it's like I'm not really a liar to begin with, so I don't need that. But being able to know the absolute truth to any question that's asked, oh, dude, that's like my lifelong goal is to know everything.
Yeah, you said you wanted to know everything, know everything in the world, be ridiculously smart, and then be the swollest motherfucker ever too. So,
okay. Would you rather lose all your memories of the past or never be able to form new ones?
I'll probably say everything from the past. Just forget it.
And then, so I would do the same. Because I feel like if I lose all my memories from the past, as long as I can form new ones, then I feel like for me personally, it's like, okay, let's say it happens tomorrow. And then, let's say it happens tomorrow, I go home because I like lost all my memory. I can be educated on my past, the like who I was and my upbringing and this and that. And I feel like some of those like I feel like if that happened to me, I feel like because I naturally gravitated to you, like in terms of like friends, like they're like the way we became friends, even though it was through sports kind of, we naturally became friends just because of like who you are as a person. I really gravitated to that. So if I forgot our memories we had together, I still think I go home and you're like, hey, my name is Calvin. We've been friends for whatever. And we started hanging out again. I think that would naturally happen again. Even though I don't have the past memories, we could still build memories in the future. I feel like I could do that with the connections I had in the past, with the people I still stay in contact with for the most part. Obviously, I'd have to learn that again. I'd go home and be like, oh, yeah, these are my parents. Okay, cool. And then, I can still form memories, but not being able to form new ones,
that's tough. That's tough. Like, that basically goes back to like your first question that you said. What was it? It was something about
the immortality and never form deep connections.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do one more. And I'm bolding the ones we've done. So next time I can ask Mark or Mitch, whoever's on. Would you rather live in a utopia as a regular citizen, or dystopia as its powerful ruler?
Oh, Utopia is fictional, right?
Utopia is basically just like a society that's like perfect. Everybody's prospering. Everybody's doing well. It's kind of like almost like a communist type of setup, but everybody's doing well. Everybody's prosperous. There's no hunger. Everybody's on the same economic level and everything's all good, but you're a regular citizen. Dystopia is like a hierarchy where you have like the peasants and you have people. It's kind of like, would you rather live in America?
Yeah,
I don't want to say utopia is America's utopia, but you get what I'm saying. Would you rather be a regular citizen in like a developed country like America, or live in a third world country but be like the king of that establishment? Essentially, because dystopia is like a lot of people are suffering. You do have some like royal.
it was kind of I know what you're saying, because you kind of hold yourself on that when you were talking like the comparison. I mean, bro, like that's kind of is what like the United States and everything. Like you got hierarchies and everything. You see homeless people on the street, and obviously you're doing well in life and all that. Damn. If I'm in the other one, not the Utopia, but the other one, where am I categorized? Like
you're the ruler. You're like
I'm
the
the
king.
ruler.
You're like the king of the land. And it's dystopia.
Nah, bro. If I'm the king, I can't do that. I got to do Utopia. I can't be. I feel like if I'm the king and shit, and I see people that are under me and everything that are suffering, I'll feel like an asshole because I have the power and everything. I should be the one to help them out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh. Damn, I kind of want. Okay, I'm gonna ask two more. These are good.
All right.
Would you rather have the power to instantly end all suffering in the world, but never experience joy yourself, or keep your current life?
Keep my current life.
Shit. Yeah, I'd probably keep my current life.
Bro, I don't think like
selfish, but
I mean, yeah, it is selfish, but at the same time, it's like, fuck that, bro. Like that's just such like a mental bearing and everything.
All right. Would you rather never sleep again but feel fully rested, or never eat again and feel fully nourished? You can save a lot of money not having to eat.
I know.
You could never eat, but you're always like fully healthy, fully nourished, but you never have to eat again. Or you never have to sleep again, but you're fully rested.
I'm probably gonna go with eating, the eat.
I thought I would pick eating, but if I never had to sleep and could function like normal, bro, the amount of productivity I could have if I never had to sleep, if I never needed to sleep to live.
Yeah. I'm taking it from like my current situation, just like my everyday life and everything. Like, obviously, you're still in school. Like, you can fucking get done so much stuff like during the late hours and everything. But with me, only way that I can be better at my job or make more possible money and everything is during core business hours when people aren't asleep. So I think the sleep part just doesn't benefit me because it's like, yeah, I can do stuff personally for me, but like work wise, like, nah, unless I want to get cussed out and call people at 2 a.m.
Well, actually, now that you say that, I feel like never being able to sleep again, it would get boring. The days would be so long because you don't sleep. So when you get home after work, you
just
can
like
chill and you could, I guess, does that mean you don't get tired?
it has to be. That has to be like one of the things that one of
Because
the
like, yeah, when you get home from work at like 6 or 7, you got to find something to do for until the next day. Yeah, that'd be tough. Yeah, I think I would go with never eating.
Yeah.
Or not needing to eat. Cause like especially with me, so much of my life is centered around meal prepping, and I literally have to like schedule when I'm gonna eat and all this stuff. If I didn't have to eat, bro, that'd save me so much time.
That's my biggest like issue right now. Like I'll eat, but like be working and everything. Look at the clock, like, damn, 4 hours passed by, I haven't ate nothing yet.
Dude, could you imagine if you're like working out and you didn't have to eat to get the gains you needed? You just
Oh,
work out. Oh, dude.
oh my God. Gee, hitting your macros, everything, protein shakes, calories, all that.
Oh, yeah, don't even need that. All right. That's all I'm gonna do for this time because I have a lot more, but we'll spread them out over different episodes.
Bet.
And then for the garden next week, I'm trying to think because I'm not going to be able to do it Thursday, but then that next Thursday is the day after Christmas. Could you do the day after Christmas next Thursday? Or no, I work that day. So I'm saying we might have to go 2 weeks with that one unless we can do a different day. Like I could do a Christmas Day one.
I can do a Christmas Day one too. And plus, like, I'll be off that whole 23rd and everything. And then I'll come back to work that Monday. And then New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. And then that Thursday to the 2nd to the 9th, I'm off. So, yeah. Like, I mean, just let me know.
We can for sure do an in-person one when I get in town.
Okay, cool.
We for sure got to figure out to do an in-person one because I don't think we've done it in person with all 4 of us yet.
We haven't. We probably have to do that at like, I don't know where we would do that at, to be honest. I mean, y'all can come here, but I just don't know if Mark and all them want to, because y'all all up and down in Spring Hill, so I don't know if y'all want to drive all the way up here. But
yeah, they gonna have to.
No, he said they gonna have to.
I'll put it in the group and see because I could probably do Christmas Eve because we close. I literally work like 40 plus hours that week, but I think we close at like 6 Christmas Eve. So I could do a Christmas Eve one at like 7 and then, virtual and keep it short, whatever. But I'll put it in the group.
All right, bet.
All right, peoples. And then we'll hit the NBA one after I pause this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, GoT615. We'll catch you guys hopefully next week. Or yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll catch you guys next time.